Hadith, the physical toll of revelation. The mother of the faithful believers, Al-Harith bin Hisham, asked Allah's messenger, "O Allah's messenger, how is the divine inspiration revealed to you?" Allah's messenger replied, "Sometimes it is revealed like the ringing of a bell. This form of inspiration is the hardest of all, and then this state passes off after I have grasped what is inspired. Sometimes the angel comes in the form of a man and talks to me, and I grasp whatever he says." Then Aisha added, remember that was Muhammad's later wife, "Verily I saw the Prophet being inspired divinely on a very cold day. I noticed the sweat dropping from his forehead as the inspiration was over." For those of you unfamiliar with Islam, hearing the word revelation sounds somewhat vague. This isn't just someone sitting down, writing or dictating something, and then saying it is inspired. That's not how it happened. Each revelation, according to Muhammad, was a specific event. Sometimes other people were present, and sometimes others were not. And many of Muhammad's revelations, according to his own testimony, did not come easily. And there was no standard mode of revelation, as this hadith attests to. Some were easier than others, and some just took a wrecking ball to his physical well-being, as Aisha notes at the end of the hadith. The very first revelation was like this, coming home to Khadijah and having to be covered in blankets because his body chemistry was so out of whack. This is why, for a time, Muhammad thought he was possessed. Whether you believe the revelations were divine is one thing, but based on the evidence, you can't really deny that Muhammad certainly had episodes in one form or another. More modern, secular types have labeled Muhammad an epileptic. And maybe he was. But really, even if that's true, does it really change anything? A Muslim could just as easily come back and say that, well, epilepsy could have just been a tool God used to help Gabriel communicate with Muhammad. I've started to see the term neurodiversity more and more, and this is a recognition that everyone is different. But it's more than that. Everyone hopefully understands the uniqueness of other humans, but it's also recognition of the validity of other types of thinking and being open to the possibility that this person may seem to be mentally disabled, but perhaps they are just seeing things you do not. For instance, is an autistic person really mentally ill? Or is that person just seeing and thinking in a different way? And could the rest of us learn from it? When Jesus healed a blind man, he said, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him." God could have given Muhammad epilepsy for the very same reason, or any other ailment. But if Muhammad was really having a run-in with the divine, was epilepsy really necessary to have an adverse physical reaction? Have you ever been to a Pentecostal church? Those people aren't suffering physical ailments or mental ones. I would call that the euphoria of transcendence, almost a drug-free psychedelic trip. You see something outside of your physical self, and your physical body, which remains, can do strange things. Like perhaps hearing a bell ring or sweating in cold weather. And if you're ever lucky enough to find yourself in that situation, pay very close attention. You just might be seeing something holy. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next time. Inshallah.